This is day 110 of trying to get to 2000 ELO on chess.com. Currently, I'm rated 1830, and I'm versing someone rated 1912, and I'm going to play a different opening. I usually against d4, I lose the game, so I'm going to try playing something different. I still need to study this more, but the idea is to basically play something that my opponent isn't familiar with, and I think this knight opening is very rare. So I'm going to reroute. It's kind of like the Alekhine's defense. It's still a lot different, but I'm probably going to reroute this knight. And then maybe there is one kind of trick, and that's once I put this knight here. Once I put this knight here and develop this knight, they can't really pin my knight because I can attack their bishop, and they can't go back because I can just take. So there's like some tricks that I'm kind of learning, but I'm still kind of I still don't really know what the best moves are. But I think I'll just develop my dark squared bishop, probably push my d pawn, and then eventually castle kingside. And so this is what I'm talking about. They can't move back because I can just take. So probably just moving their bishop would be the best move, because taking would just seem very odd. I'd probably just take back. But I guess they could just take my knight, my queen takes, and then maybe probably just pushing their e pawn, getting their light squared bishop out to castle kingside. And then yeah, just pushing my d pawn because I need to get my light squared bishop out. Maybe I'll push my a pawn to stop their knight from jumping here, and then just eventually just castling kingside. He decides to move his bishop. All the way back. So I could attack his knight. And his knight really, I guess his knight is able to go here, but then maybe I could attack his knight again. And I think that looks very forcing. So I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if that's the best move. And then obviously I'm going to attack the knight again. And then maybe there's maybe just castling kingside, but I kind of want to give up this pawn. He's now attacking my bishop. So there's no it doesn't look like there's any sacrifices. So yeah, I'll probably just well, if I go back, my bishop is almost trapped, so then I would have to go here. I have to be extremely careful. I'll have to take a moment to think. So what I'm looking at is, if I were to sacrifice my bishop, his king takes, I give him this check. It looks like he's going to go back. I attack his bishop because it's defended by my knight. He moves his bishop back, move my queen, threatening mate. How does he stop mate here? Maybe it's kind of confusing looking at the position because there's so many arrows, but maybe his knight would go here, stopping mate and attacking my queen. I'm trying to make this bishop sacrifice work, but it gets very confusing. Here, king goes back, attack his bishop. His bishop would move back, threaten mate. His knight jumps here. I do have this check, but he can just push the pawn. But then I would take his knight. Okay, I'm just gonna sacrifice my bishop. I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna see where this goes. Probably I'll end up missing something and then losing the game. But I think I'll just have to sacrifice and just see. That's kind of my playing style. I like to sacrifice my pieces. So obviously, king takes, check. I was calculating his king where to go back. If he were to go here, that looks insane. Yeah, that would be mate. So he probably won't go there. So it looks like, oh, he can go here though. Okay, I wasn't anticipating that move. It still looks relatively good for me. I could still push this pawn, which was my original plan. I think that's important, cutting off the bishop diagonal. But if I were to go here now, yeah, knight takes, and the game is over. So I think this is a very important move. Just pushing this pawn, just cutting out the bishop. Bishop has to go back, disconnecting the rook. I think that's a great move. And then if I were to go here, his knight goes here. I don't have the actually I thought his bishop was going to go here, but going to that square looks a lot better. So if I were to go here, I don't have this check anymore, so that's kind of unfortunate. If I were to obviously attack this is like almost a fork. If I were to go here, Bishop takes, check. King takes, check. Yeah, maybe I don't have anything here. It's actually his king looks terrible, but my pieces, they're just they look like they're too far away. So if I were to go here, his knight attacks my queen and defends this square even more. And it doesn't look like I have doesn't really look like I have anything. If I were to move my queen here, putting some more pressure on the F square, his knight jumps here. I could take this pawn, but I don't really want to do that. So yeah, some of you may see this and take, but that's not really my playing style. I think I'm just going to have to go all out. I'm kind of thinking of just castling and then just trying to give up this pawn and just open up the rook file, but I don't know. He'll probably end up trying to attack my knight, sacrifice my knight, then this would be open. It looks like the only way for me to win this now, it looks like I need to sacrifice more pieces. Kind of looks like the only way, because his king is incredibly weak. So I'm definitely looking at just castling kingside. If I were to go here, though, and he brings his knight, and then I move my queen attacking his knight, I guess he could go back here, attacking my queen again, move forward again. I don't know if I should castle and then just try and push this pawn and maybe sacrifice my knight, or if I should move my queen. His knight attacks my queen, move my queen up. He could also defend his knight. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But then I could go here because his rook is almost trapped and he can't take because it's mate. So I only have 3 minutes. I've been thinking this entire time. Okay, I'm gonna move my queen. I was kind of anticipating this move. Maybe he'll play something else, but that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe he's trying. I think he thinks that I'm gonna take this pawn, but I'm actually just gonna move my queen up one square. And then maybe he'll move his. Okay, he plays it differently. I'm regretting my decision. I shouldn't have moved my queen here. I don't like this. I don't like this now. Because if I were to go here, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. I can't trade off the queens or I'll lose the game. Okay, I'm going to go here, defending my knight. This is incredibly risky, but the idea is that I don't want to trade off the queens. Maybe I can push my d pawn. If he ever brings his knight into the position, I'll probably just castle or just give up this pawn here. But it looks like I have 2 minutes and my opponent has 7 minutes and 19 seconds. I would say that I definitely have opportunities to win, but I don't know if I'll be able to find them. So my plan was to go here. I guess he could take and his king goes here. So that's even that. Like that's something that I just missed. Yeah, because this opens up the square for his king. I could also take with, I can't take with the pawn as queen takes, so I have to take with the queen check. King goes there. Okay, he plays it differently. He decides to attack my knight and attack my queen. That looks like a very good move. I could, if I were to sacrifice my knight, his queen is defended by his knight. Sacrifice my knight, pawn takes. I'm just going to move my queen up one square. I was thinking about sacrificing my knight, but I just couldn't really see it. He decides to take. Yeah, it looks like the game's just lost. He's going to take back with his queen. So yeah, or take with his bishop. I'll probably just castle. I'll probably just castle now. I felt like I had opportunities, but I just couldn't find them. So now I'm down 3 points of material. Probably pushing my d pawn now, trying to get my light square bishop out. But basically, the position is basically lost unless he blunders some type of knight move, and then I can sacrifice. Or no, his bishop defends his queen as well. Yeah, so there's really nothing. I just have to push my d pawn, get my bishop out, get my rooks into the game. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think back to if I had any actual opportunities to win, but I'm not sure where. Maybe I never had any opportunities. I don't know. So get my light squared bishop out. I can't go anywhere. So I guess I could go here. But he decides to bring his rook into the game, so sacrificing just doesn't work. So probably moving my Probably moving my queen, maybe. Just trying to get on the same file as his king. And if he were to attack my queen, I'd probably have to move back. Maybe trying to push my f pawn, trying to get my rook into the game. He's now attacking my queen. So I'll probably just move back. I only have a minute left, so I need to play incredibly fast. So it looks like pushing his rook right here, though. His rook is out of the game. So I am down 3 points. His rook's out of the game. My rooks aren't doing anything. So maybe I can push this pawn. Trading off material would be the best idea for my opponent. If he just trades off material when it's safe to do so, he'll definitely beat me. He decides to move his king. Obviously, I have to play a lot faster, so I'm probably going to start missing some stuff. But yeah, I need to get my pieces into the game. So instead of taking with the rook, I think taking with the bishop would be the best move. Maybe trying to push this pawn to have this check because I want the king to go back. But that's what's unfortunate about my position is that I only have a minute left. So even if there is some type of opportunity, I'll probably miss it, to be honest. Because I'm just gonna blitz out every move. So yeah, probably taking with the bishop, just not trading off the material, and then maybe trying to push this pawn to have this check so the king can go back. Maybe getting this rook here, maybe moving my king over. But yeah, this does not look very good for me. Okay, my opponent moves his rook up 1 square. Maybe I'll go here. I don't know. Maybe I'll go here. Yeah, just he's threatening to take my bishop. I'll probably just move it back. He's going for a queen trade. That's probably my queen has nowhere to go. I'll go here. Oh, he can sacrifice his rook. Actually, I guess he can sacrifice his rook. That's unfortunate. So it looks like I have to take that, and maybe I'll take his rook. Take this. So I'm down 4 points of material. I have 25 seconds. It's not looking too good. Probably just moving my rook over here. Maybe I can move my bishop attacking his queen. Right now his knight is occupying that square though. I could have also took this pawn. That probably was a better move. So maybe I'll take this pawn. Oh, his bishop defends that. Okay. I'll resign the game. I played with a 78.2% accuracy. My opponent played with an 85.6% accuracy. No way. Oh my god, it's a brilliancy, Alec. No way, that's just a brilliancy. So the knight check is wrong. So I have to sacrifice the pawn, bishop takes. I guess that makes sense. This would probably be a fork. What if his king were to take though? What do I have here? I still have this knight check. He can't retreat. Okay. That makes more and more sense. So this queen move by my opponent is a blunder. What I should have played was sacrificing my knight. And after his rook takes, attacking my queen, I should have just taken his queen. And then when his rook takes back, I take, and I'm still down 1 point of material, but his bishops are incredibly weak, so he would have to, looks like he has to defend his bishop, and then I attack his bishop, and he can't, I'm not sure what he can even play. Oh, he can sacrifice. And then probably just taking his bishop. And I would have been up 1 pawn. I only had like 40 seconds though, so I probably wasn't going to find that. My rating is now 1824, percent down 99.2%, and a high of 1964. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.